the run down in there. So a little bit nervous there for Sam Lowes on lap 1. Lost 4 positions. He's got a bit of work to do now.
Round turn 4 for the second time, and as Fernandez now isn't having to scrap so much with Bo Benstonator, he is able to just start to claw back the gap that Remy Gardner has opened up. There's Tony Arbolino in turn, trying to get through on Somkiat Chantra. Lowes, of course, winner of the opening 2 rounds of the season. Still feels he has late race pace, but not since first practice really has he seemed to make any progress in terms of lap times.
As Neil said, he felt he had the rhythm, had the pace, he just didn't put the lap together. So at the moment he's looked quite calm, so he's not diving for those overtakes. He'll surely get past Somkiat Chantra here pretty quickly though.
And the thing is, it is a long race. It's going to be attritional. You've got to just stay in it. Stay in it. Remember what happened in Portugal? He wasn't in it. He'd already gone in the first corner. So if he's learned something, then it's just make sure you're there, because as the race goes on, he is good on used tyres. We've seen that. We saw it in Jerez, didn't he, when he closed in and passed Gardner for the final podium spot. But this could be crucial for his championship aspirations, which have taken a blow over the last couple of rounds.
And it's tough when Remy normally comes strong late in the race, but he's leading right from lap 1. He put a really strong opening lap together. Looks like he settled a little bit on this lap, and actually, say that, 43.8, it was a pretty fast lap, but 1/10 factor for Raul Fernandez. He's clawed that gap back a little bit on that lap.
With 43.7 from Raul Fernandez. Of course, all new lap records here with the modification of turn 10. It's 30 metres longer at the track because of how the track has been modified. But you can't compare from one year to the next. Very, very different corners. A little bit quicker through there, a little bit more open, gives you a little bit more of a chance of a fun overtaking spot rather than a horrible block pass tight hairpin.
Yeah, makes the racetrack kind of flow. That old turn 10 they used last year was a bit of hairpin, first gear corner, took the flow out of the racetrack, so definitely looking like a much more enjoyable corner this season.
Remy Gardner leading from his teammate Raul Fernandez. As we've already mentioned, Gardner has signed a deal to go to the Tech 3 team in MotoGP next year. Lots of talk that Raul Fernandez may follow him, whether next year, whether the year after. KTM have a very tight number of contracts and clauses around Fernandez, but other teams are sniffing around the Spanish youngster, who's looked stunning on his Moto2 debut as we watch Aaron Canet up into 7th place in the race, having started in 11th. You picked him out at the start. He was someone who was in that mix, wasn't he, in Portugal? And someone, but you know, remember we saw Fabio Quartararo on the speed up bike here 2018. Just seems to work with that stiffer Bosco-Scuro now, as it's called, frame.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Obviously, it turns quite good. The speed up, what it was called now, the Bosco-Scuro, and it seems like it works the tyres in a slightly different way. It definitely keeps them towards the latter part of the race, but they quite good acceleration. They're quite rigid. Look at, he's diminuted his cannon. He's right behind the bubble there, using that draft and slides down the inside of Augusto Fernandez, who's been looking really strong this weekend. So good move there from Aaron Canet.
Yeah, excellent, isn't it? Also for Marco Bezzecchi, who made it through on Fernandez on the previous lap. So Fernandez dropping back, again, someone you'll expect to be fast in the latter stages of the race. Further behind, his teammates, Sam Lowes has made it through on Chantra, and Arbolino now is up into 10th place, has a little bit of clear air to fall back on his old pal Fabio Di Gianantonio, who's in 9th. That's Di Gianantonio, who's gone down
with Hector Garzo. So I think that was contact Digi up the inside of Garzo, and both riders down. We need to see what happened there, what triggered that crash.
And remonstrating with each other at the front. Remy Gardner is going to take victory unless something drastically goes wrong for him in this Catalan Grand Prix. He was passed at the halfway point by his teammate as Digi just has a feel of his left wrist. Let's have a look at it down at turn 1.
Are they going to come together here on the curb? Oh, Digi just drifted out. That's kind of lines converging there. Hector had nowhere to go. He's braking as hard as he can and then runs up the back of Fabio Di Gianantonio. So yeah, that was not great stuff there. And obviously Hector's not happy and Fabio drifted right to the edge of the track.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, isn't it? But Fabio, he's out there, he's the rider in front, isn't he, in that situation? But horrible when that front brake's caught by the back of Fabio Di Gianantonio's bike, and Hector Garzo couldn't do anything, and it's also brought down Digi. Oh dear, thankfully, it looked like they were both walking away from it. That's promoted a lot of riders. Marcel Schotter into 8th, Chantra 9th, Joe Roberts into 10th, all the way down to Tom Lucy, bringing up the point-scoring position. So, here we go then. Last lap time in the Moto2 Grand Prix